the mass voter registration exercise closed, many Kenyans who weren't able to register as voters will still be able to do so at the 290 constituencies where IEBC will retain biometric voter registration system kits. But even then, the Commission is alive to the challenge of low numbers, with many shying away from the constitutional right due to issues they feel have never been taken seriously by those in power and that their vote may not necessarily translate to a change in their life. Leila Mohammed looks up these low numbers and whether this will pose a challenge to the Commission's ability to undertake the election.
The month-long process began and closed without a hitch. And whilst the Commission had set a new target after recording low numbers in the first phase of the mass voter registration, the second time around was no better. IEBC recorded 1,031,645 in its register of voters, way off the 4.5 million target they had set. It has also documented the number of those who have transferred their votes, as well as those who sought to make change in particulars. The Commission also recorded 2,959 fresh registrations in the diaspora, with 2,964 voter transfers and another 2,036 changing their particulars in the Kenyan High Commissions in designated countries across the globe.
IEBC, as a matter of fact, has executed its legal mandate.
The low numbers have become a cause for worry within the political circles, so why the lack of enthusiasm from the electorate?
Referring to the past registration of voters, it is clear indication that the government has done very zero work.
Watu wamekosa ile hope kwamba hata wakichaguana watapata viongozi ambao watawajali.
Hata wengine ukiwahoji unasikia wakikwambia kwamba hata wanaona kama hiyo siku ya kuchaguana kama hawataamuka waende wakapiga kura.
Kwa sababu viongozi wamekuwa viongozi wa kujitakia makuu na mema, wanasahau na yule mwananchi.
Uchumi hapa especially hapa Kenya naona pia unasababisha watu kujitokeza na kupiga kura.
But all is not lost. IEBC has said that whilst not as many turned up for the mass voter registration, they still have a chance to individually do so. However, there is more to the paltry numbers than just seeming apathy.
Sio eti hawataki kuregister. Hiyo ni uongo ambaye inatembezwa kwa media na inatembezwa na watu ambao hawataki youths wa register as voters, because they know our voice. They know when we register as youths, tukikuwa wengi, we'll have one voice and we'll change this country.
Some political commentators hold that the Commission has done its part.
The concern here is, why is it that Kenyans, in their numbers, young and old, young, especially those who've never been registered before, have not taken interest to turn out in large numbers and register as voters. And the blame here cannot be apportioned on IEBC or IEBC alone. Even though IEBC is to blame because it should have done serious critical civic education and started this mass voter registration way back.
Adequate or inadequate civic education aside, could there be an aspect of an electorate throwing their hands to the wind?
We have had the long-waging narrative of the deep state determining who is it that wins critical seats, who is it that wins the presidency. And then now people sit back and start asking themselves, if the deep state is to determine who wins the presidency, what is the role that I need to play then, going to vote?
But there is a cost to such reckless abandon.
The more they stay away from voting, they encourage the people with bad governance manners to access office, take positions, do whatever they want in those positions without being held to account.
Much as stakeholders would want as many to participate in the August general elections, while politicians try to sway the vote one way or the other, it is up to those who have not yet registered to take advantage of the continuous voter registration at IEBC constituency offices and Huduma centers countrywide, which is now open until February 28th, when the Commission will then close the process to give way for an audit of the register. Leila Mohammed, NTV.